You, you know what? You know what? You know what? You know what? I want to say something. How come I was blessed with no stuffy nose and all that jazz for like the past 3 weeks? And as soon as I touch back down here in the West Coast, my nose starts to not be up to par. Yeah. Thank you, West Coast. For some reason, your pollen is worse than the pollen in the Midwest. Hi, I'm back. Oh my god, I'm finally back. It has been 3 weeks. It has literally been 3 weeks, and I apologize greatly. I didn't know, well, I should have known it was going to be 3 weeks that I would be gone. But for the longest time, I was just saying that it was just going to be like, what? 2 weeks? 2 weeks? But apparently I can't count. Starting from like June 1st, 2 weeks would be, say, I don't know, up to like, what? The 14th? Yeah, turns out, nah, mate. Apparently I just can't count or do math. It was 3 weeks. A week longer than how I wanted it to be. Oh my god. Hi. I'm finally home, and I can finally get back to doing this. I can finally get back to the grind. I'm so happy. Like, you don't understand, I am so happy right now about this. That I am back, and I am ready to just, like, oh my god. I'm just ready to play some games, just chat, and have a good time. Adhering to my schedule of like every other day, mind you, but yeah, no, I've been reinvigorated. I've been reinvigorated by this trip, especially because of the fact that, man, it was so boring. It was absolutely, like, horrendously boring. Like, even though I had myself preoccupied with, well, the usual, being a VTuber simp, and also actually finishing a game for once. It's shocking, I know. I played like 2 games the entire trip, and they satiated me so much. But other than that, god, try to find something to do in the Midwest of the United States. Yeah, I dare you. The more remote you go, the more the less like a city boy like me will actually find to do. It is something that I personally do not want to do again for a while. But unfortunately, and this is where I'm going to have to announce this, in about 2 months, well, 2 or 3 months, I have to go back. Yep, I gotta go back. I gotta go back in about 2 or 3 months. Because I completely passed like the course, so my promotion at work has been retained, so fantastic. The thing is that in order for it to be 100% maintained, I gotta go and pass another course, which I have mentioned that this was a thing in about several streams prior to leaving, where I work at. In order to retain a promotion, you have to pass your qualification courses for the position you promote into. Why didn't they have them as part of the process to get promoted? I'm not sure, but that's just how it is. So I'm gonna have to go back in about 2 or 3 months, and I'm not sure if that's gonna be a 2-weeker or a 3-weeker. I'm not gonna say until I actually learn how to do simple math. So I'm gonna go to my good friend. What's that math? What is that children's math site people use? the math games, I don't know, math elements. It's called math elements, right? Yeah, no, math elements. Let's go with math elements. I'm gonna go ahead and brush up on math elements to learn how to do basic addition. Yeah, but anyway, I have to go back in about 2 or 3 months. So hopefully that doesn't coincide with anything important happening. I know for a fact that in terms of gaming, I don't have anything to worry about there. But in terms of, say, like VTubering and stuff like that, in case of the VTuber sphere, personally, I have a feeling that we're gonna get a big announcement probably following. Okay, in terms of the Hollow End, we're probably gonna get a big announcement following Council's anniversary. Once Council's anniversary is done, that is the perfect time to drop either Gen 3 or EN stars. So I am basically banking on that. I'm going to basically be banking on that because I have a strong feeling we're going to get one of those two this year. Now, the reason why I'm personally, like, not, like, so, what's the word for it? I'm also giving the possibility of it being Gen 3 instead of EN Stars 1, is simply because there is a possibility that, Cover does not, like, fully, like, believe that it's the right time for them to put out a male EN generation. Simply because, I don't know, all they really have to go off of is Niji, which, if it's just that, is absolutely. Oh, I'm Coulson. Thank you for the follow. Like I was saying, in my opinion, if it was just going by, hey, like, you know, Niji EN males are popping off, let's go and drop it now. For some reason, I feel like they had the opportunity for it, but I don't know. Maybe for some reason, I think the how Uproar is doing right now, which in my opinion, like, Uproar is doing like fine in terms of just basically like Hollow, like just in terms of the Hololive sphere itself. Like, I would say they're basically within the same like range of like viewership and popularity that I would expect like Hollow Stars to get, which in the grand scheme of things, if you try to do the comparison thing, is not like too good in terms of comparison, but in the sphere they're actually doing fine. But if you try to basically like have on one hand, hey, this is how like say Luxium or Noctix is doing, and this is how we're doing on this front, should we really like try to should we really put our foot into like an EN male generation? Honestly, if you're doing something like that, then there is some reasonable doubt that they might not drop EN stars like this year. They might just do EN Gen 3. But hey, me personally, I still think they're gonna do like EN stars like Gen 1 this year. But I'm still leaving open the possibility that it might actually end up just being like EN Gen 3. But either way, some big announcement is gonna be happening probably by the time I have to go back to the like United States Midwest, and I can't even like cover it normally on my stream because hey, I won't have good internet when I get to the Midwest because I'll be dealing with hotel internet, and you know how great hotel internet is. Man, let me tell you, I tried playing Destiny 2 with you using hotel internet, and you know what? I'm very sorry to my teammates in strikes. I did my best. I honestly did my best. Maybe I shouldn't even try in the first place. I'm sorry for all the deaths, but at least you carried me. I've returned finally. Yes, exactly. I have. Yeah. Like I said earlier, Alex, man, I thought it was gonna be 2 weeks, but apparently I can't do math, and, yeah, starting from, like, June 1st, like, 2 weeks from June 1st is only, like, what, the 14th, so, yeah, it was, you know, an extra couple of days more than I thought. Damn, I hate it when I can't do math. Basic math. Shit. Oh, God. How y'all doing? How y'all doing? Me, honestly, like, 75, 76, 78% of grade is fine now. That's good, that's good, that's good. Oh, before I forget, I mentioned this in my announcement tweet for this stream. This is mainly just gonna be a just chatting stream because, well, there's a lot of stuff that I do want to talk about that I had a lot of time to think about and like experience, just internet sphere wise, during like my time off. And I mean, why not just tackle it now? Cause Lord knows I can't keep a consistent thought when I'm also like playing a game. Like shit. Oh, didn't saw it because you're new to your channel? Yeah. Honestly, it's fine. Like, shoot. Here's the thing. Like, if you're new to my channel, welcome. I'm not gonna promise it's gonna be the highest quality of content, but it is literally the best I got. And hey, you know what? Best I got, I roll with it. So, wait, what? I'm trying to figure out what was I just talking about? Okay, I was talking about basically. Yeah, the fact that I can't keep, like, a consistent thought when I'm playing a game. I was about to basically drop the example of, say, I'm playing, like, Monster Hunter, like, Sunbreak or something, or the demo for Sunbreak, which I did mention in my announcement tweet that I might be playing, depending, but me trying to diatribe about, like, something that I'm interested in talking about while I'm fighting, like, Astalos or something. Yeah, I don't know. I don't think I'm gonna have, basically, a clear train of thought as I'm being mollywopped by Astalos while playing Lance. Honestly, god damn it. I hope they do Lance well for like Sunbreak proper. I have been looking at the Monster Hunter meta subreddits, and apparently they buffed a lot of the motion values on Lance, so I'm like, this is good, but are you going to keep them for like the proper Sunbreak drop? Because mind you, for the demo Rise Vanilla Rise, Hunting Horn was like pretty good, and people didn't expect them to actually like nerf Hunting Horn between its demo iteration in Vanilla Rise to Rise like proper. So it's possible that might happen to Lance. And I don't want it to happen to Lance because, seriously, like, the motion value buffs for, like, the triple poke and everything, from what I read, they're actually pretty good, even though 3 pokes still is equated to 1 charge sweep, and goddammit, Portable Team, why did you give Lance a charge sweep? Why? That was not necessary. Like, if I'm a Lancer with a shield, and I'm kind of poking shit behind the shield, I expect to poke shit behind the shield, not just thrust my shield, like, away from my body, just to swing like a fucking madman with, like, my lance. Come on, mate. Make triple poke still the bread and butter of, like, Lance. Now, obviously, that's kind of, like, too late for that now, because, I mean, the bread and butter for Lance is just choo-choo training with spiral thrusts and everything. But I just hope that triple pokes still have a usage, unlike Rise right now. Because in Rise right now, really, if you're not spamming Spiral Thrust, then you're not really playing optimally as Lance, and that's why I basically, after I got my 100 hunts as Lance, I basically dropped the weapon. I love Lance, but the Lance playstyle in like Rise, and even the, I guess, by extension, the one in Generations, like 2, God, it just isn't Lance to me. Well, it might be fun for like a lot of people, and that is completely fine. It's just not for me. It's just not for me. That's why I've been going more towards like Switch Axe and everything, cause Switch Axe is pretty fun in my opinion, especially with the fact that Switch Axe in in Rise basically plays like how you would play Valor Switch Axe in Generations Ultimate in some sort, because of the fact that the continuous morphing between axe and sword mode using the morph attacks basically just like, it just reminds me of the usual combo that people do with Valor Switch Axe, which involves switching between like sword and axe mode using the switch attacks. See, that's cool. I like that. And the fact that Switch Axe gets a counter now, which puts it into amped state, means power files are back on the menu. And as long as power files are not the go-to, because I like the fact that in Rise, like, other files other than like power files actually can stand a chance. Like, as long as like power files don't like supersede the other files again, I'm completely fine with that balance. Also, the counter for Switch Axe looks kind of dope, but that's getting it too ahead of myself right there. That's just me like diatribing about like Monster Hunter, and honestly, it's we still got what? We still got like 2 weeks until Sunbreak. We still got 2 weeks until Sunbreak. I have a lot of time between then, because I'm gonna get some gear ready. Mew trying to understand the thing. I'm assuming that you're not really like too into like you're not really too familiar with Monster Hunter, right? If so, I apologize. I'm just a really big fan of Monster Hunter. It is one of my favorite like game series of all time, despite starting like relatively late in like the series with like World. I have gone back to like older games, and I'm now playing like Frontier, because people have found a way to play Frontier, and I am having a blast with that. Well, people found a way to play Frontier again. Frontier being the MMO for Monster Hunter that was recently closed officially. But yeah, yeah. Apologies about that. Monster Hunter is just one of my favorite game series of all time. Next to game series like Phantasy Star Online and like Dynasty Warriors and stuff like that. Yeah, I could get in pretty deep with like these games if I just end up doing so. But yeah, I was about to re-rail this back to the back to my like vacation. Well, I say vacation, it's more like solitary confinement in like a cramped military-style hotel in the American Midwest, as I have to do like 3 weeks straight of just like a class to retain my promotion at work. Which means I had to be deprived, wow, how do I keep getting that mixed up? I keep getting deprived and depraved mixed up. The correct term is deprived. I was deprived of, well, basically my whole PC setup, so I couldn't even stream. So all I just did to have to satiate myself over there is just, well, Monster Hunter and also Warriors Orochi 3 Ultimate. And that's it. Just 2 games, and a bunch of YouTube and VTubers. And then, you know what? That was a nice vacation. But let's start from the beginning. Let's start with... Oh. Sorry, I just got a text from, I just got a text from work. What the hell do they want? the hell? Okay, you know what? Okay, you know what? Small side note. Don't you just love it? Like, well, I just love it when work sends me a message like, "Hey, make sure you get your paperwork in," like, telling me about that shit. And then I'm like, "You do know I can't even turn in this paperwork because your secretary doesn't even work on the weekend. So why are you expecting me to just drop my paperwork in like an unsecure bin like that's in front of her door?" Just wait until I get back to work, okay? Like, be patient. She doesn't even work on the weekend. Oh my god. Anyway, let me go start from the very beginning right before I actually go on the trip, because, well, that's very unusual. Yeah, very. I'm just gonna say, like, I can't tell you where I work. All I'm just gonna say is I am so surprised things get, like, done over there, because everything is just ran so improperly that I just have to wonder, how in the absolute hell do we get things done? We do, but God, it's really the case of 20% of the people do almost all the work, and then the other 80 just like do the bare minimum. It's, oh man. Oh man. You don't bite at all? I got you, Alex. Okay, so so now I can finally start at the very beginning. So right before I fly out, literally the day before I fly out, like my sister like basically like just barges into my room and then just asks me, "Hey, so you want to go somewhere?" And I'm like, "Okay, you know what? Okay, where? I don't like the sound of this." And then she basically told me, "Yeah, so you know that convention that like I went to the day before? Yeah, you want to come like with us in place of like my boyfriend and stuff, because apparently her boyfriend got like heat exhaustion while over at the convention, so he had to unfortunately spend the day to recover, and well, she was basically offering me his badge to basically take his place and just come with them." And I'm like, shit, really? The day before I fly out, you're asking me to go to a convention? This was a anime convention, mind you, and I almost said no. And then I realized something. I could get merch. I could get my VTuber merch. And yeah, and you know, and that was pretty much that. I against my better judgment, I decide to, like a fool, go ahead with it, and man, that I decided to go to a convention right the day before I fly out. And mind you, I flew out the next day early morning, so I didn't even get enough sleep that day. But at the convention, yeah, we're going to buy soon when you had merch. Yeah, no. I don't have merch myself. I'm way too small to justify having merch, Alex. I'm way too small to justify having merch. So I don't have merch myself. But maybe one day, if one day I get lucky enough to pop off, hey, I got a list of like of places I can like contact to see if like a merch deal can be cut. But that's for if I ever do like, you know, like get more popular than well just like the nobody that I am right now. And that's not me being self-deprecating. This is just me being realistic. So one day, if I get lucky, then sure. But for now, nah. But anyway, I go to this convention, and sure enough, there are, yeah, one day, fingers crossed, Oh man, fingers crossed, prayer to the sky, right? But yeah, I go to the convention, and sure enough, the artist alley over there, oh man, almost every booth had at least like a couple of things VTuber related, mostly HoloLive, which honestly, hey, that's my jam. That's my jam. I'm completely okay with that. I got a whole ton of like merch from like the artists like alley. I got like several posters. The unfortunate part is that when I got like the merch, I did not commit to memory the artists that I got like the posters from. And I'm kicking myself in the head about it, because a lot of the art that I got, I recognize like from Twitter way back, like them sharing these art pieces on Twitter. I'm like, dang, that would be cool to have a poster, and then now I have them as a poster, and then now I forgot the artist. Man, just don't buy the pillow thingy. Hey, you know what? Speaking of the Dakimakuras, the body pillows, I got something to say about that. But let me I'm gonna get through this first before I get into that, because that is the dealer's hall stuff. I'm still in the artist's alley, because we started with the artist's alley instead of going to the dealer's hall first. But yeah, I got a whole bunch of like merch, a lot of like reprint posters from artists that like I've seen like these pieces of art on like Twitter like so long ago, but now they have them in poster form. I got a if I can look at them right now, they're on my wall right now. I got a banner poster of Hollow Myth, and I got a banner poster of Hollow Council, and I also got accompanying keychains with them, which I pinned right above the poster, at least for like Council. That said, I also got 2 other posters, not HoloLive related. That's a lot of merch. Oh man, you don't even know the half of it. I still didn't even get to how much I spent. Yeah, I'm gonna drop how much I spent pretty in a moment. But aside from those like HoloLive posters, I also got a poster of Alucard. Oh god, my neck. Sorry. I got a poster of Alucard from Castlevania Symphony of the Night and Sephiroth. Now, is it because I'm very much a fan of, well, Symphony of the Night and like Final Fantasy VII? No. The posters were just really cool. And that's part of the reason why I'm kicking myself in the head for not committing the artist's name to like memory. I really gotta do that next time, because I want to credit like those artists on stream and literally like type their Twitter handles so you can go and follow them, because man, these posters are awesome. These posters are freaking awesome. But yeah, I got 2 more posters too. I got a Gura poster with like gold tinted like foil on it. I've been thinking you've been cuddling all your merch while off stream. See, well, if I got plushies, absolutely. But most of the stuff I got is keychains and posters, like that, like the Gura poster that I just mentioned. It had like, well, it's fake gold, but it's like gold tint on like some of the, well, is it gold tint or gold lining? Well, gold foil on like part of the poster. It looks really good. It looks really shiny, and that's one of the posters that I kept in the little like plastic like clear bag that the artist like gave me. I just pinned the bag. Well, I just call it a bag, but I pinned that to like the wall and then slid the poster in. The same thing with a poster of like Kiryu Coco, just like saying sayonara. Once I saw that like poster of of like Coco, I was just like, yep, nope, I gotta get this one. I gotta honor the dragon. I gotta salute the dragon. Gotta salute the dragon every morning when I wake up. Yeah, what a legend. What, you haven't had plushies yet? See, that's the thing. I didn't buy any plushies during well, I didn't buy any plushies at the convention, surprisingly enough. And the reason why is because they were all out. They were literally all out of plushies. Well, yeah, like, and here's the thing, apparently they didn't really have a lot of plushies there in the first place because well, it was one of the last days of the convention, so they really didn't have as much as they did like the first day. No, all sold out. Absolutely, God, if it was the first day, I would have gotten like those like plushies, because I saw like an eat-up like plushie that somebody was carrying around, and I'm like, that was probably the last one, wasn't it? And then I looked and it was, and I'm like, God damn it, God damn it. Oh man. So I didn't get plushies. I got a lot of posters and keychains, and that's completely fine too, because in my room, I don't really have like the biggest room here. I mean, as you can see in the background, yeah, no, my room is kind of small, right? You know, like cybernetic apartment, the cyberpunk apartment and all that stuff, right? Air quotes. But yeah, IRL, my room is actually really small, so I really don't have a lot of room to put stuff in. And plus, I already got a lot of plushies, like official plushies, from Cover Corp, from like the HoloLive store. But small but full of posters, yeah. I mean, one of my walls is already filled with like posters, so I gotta fill like basically like the only other bare wall in my room, and then I should be good. Still trying to figure out what I can put up there though, but that's for the next convention. That's for me to figure out the next convention. But so I got all the keychains and like posters from the Artist Alley, and then I go to the dealer's hall, and this is where the Dakimakura stuff comes in. So in the dealer's hall, it looked like a typical dealer's hall, right? You got like booths lined up like in rows. A lot of places are just selling like, well, more keychains, some posters, like some like manga, Gunpla, and stuff like that. Who's the character of the keychain you got? Well, here's the thing. I got several keychains. So I got keychains for all of the HoloLive Council members. So I got a keychain for Bei, Sana, Fauna, Crony, and Mume. And then I also got a keychain for Iris. And then I got, like, a keychain for Laplas, Hachima, Kason, Coco, and also Ame, and I think, like, Gura as well? Or maybe Callie. One of those two. So, I got the keychains because I was trying to basically, like, complete, like, a set, you know? My main goal was to complete a HoloLive Council keychain set, and I did. And the caveat with that for me is that I don't want to have, like, a keychain set with keychains from all the same artist, right? I want to have at least each member be of a different art style. I will pray for your money. Thank you. Thank you so much. I pray for my money so much, especially after that day. Oh my god. I spent so much that day, which I will get into soon. Oh my god. Yeah, but before I head into that, back to the dealer's hall. Yeah, so there were like booths selling like, you know, manga, Gunpla, and everything, just everything from every corner of like Japanesia, like you can guess, like weebdom and stuff like that. The thing that popped out to me in that whole showroom, aside from the male Suisei cosplayer that I did not get a picture with, and I'm kicking myself in the head about that too. That guy did a mad good Suisei. But I saw at the corner of the room, just like stretching to literally like 3/4 of the way to the ceiling, a wall of body pillows, a wall of Dakimakura. And honestly, I just had to, right? I had to go over there and see what the deal with that was, because that was like a whole like corner wall, almost to like 3/4 of the way to the ceiling, filled with like Dakimakura, and I'm like, oh boy, I want to see this. So I go over there, and sure enough, literally they had like let's see, I call them walls. Well, I would say maybe they're like cages or something. You know the kind of cages where it's like, hey, you can just like clip up something on there. I'm very bad at describing it, but basically one wall was just like general, like, oh, this is gonna be a body pillow of Himiko Toga from My Hero Academia or something like that, or here is a body pillow of like Hinata from like Naruto and stuff like that. But then the other wall was literally just Hololive body pillows, not official, mind you, but just Hololive body pillows, just an entire wall of them. And I'm like, God, I want to, but I cannot I can't for the life of me explain this to family if I do. So I couldn't. But just the sight of it was just incredible. The sight of it was just absolutely incredible. The thing here, though, is that I didn't leave that booth empty-handed. I did get, like, what, 7-foot body pillow? Not 7-foot body pillow. Well, was it? Yeah, no, it wasn't a 7-foot body pillow. It was a normal-sized body pillow. They weren't selling the covers with the pillow. They were literally just selling the pillow covers, mind you. But stretched out, like, in full view. Oh, that means 5 feet? Yeah. Yeah, so, yeah, about 5 feet, like, in length per pillow. Yeah, that sounds about right. But yeah, I didn't leave that empty-handed. You know those, like, little, like, you know those coats that, like, during, like, Japanese traditional festivals, those coats that those taiko drummers, like, wear? They had themed coats there for Hololive members. I got myself I think I got myself a Fubuki one. And, yeah, I'm glad I didn't leave empty-handed. I'm going to wear that the next convention I go to, and I'm literally going to look like that one, like, caricature of just, like, a super fan who just has, like, the coat with their, like, Oshi just, like, slapped onto, like, the back, and then you got, like, the headband and everything. I honestly, I have no shame about that. I will do it, because I'm there to have fun and not care about what people think of me. Yeah, that's, I'm literally in it for that, man. Here's the thing, though. I need to get into how much I spent that day, because on that day, I spent, and this is for like a single day, I spent about 300 something or so dollars altogether in just one day in terms of merch. 300 something dollars. For you, what character you wanted to cosplay? If I wanted to cosplay, shoot, that's a good question. I could always cosplay my VTuber model here, but you know, that's kind of like well, what's the word for it? That would be kind of like a little bit of like an ego thing, because, like, I mean, shoot, I'm basically like a very, very small streamer, so self-promotion, exactly. But in terms of, like, an actual character that I do want to cosplay, hell, I could I was thinking of maybe, like, it was a Hollow Stars member. There's a Hollow Stars member that, like, you know, that would be kind of interesting to cosplay. I would have to shave my legs, though. I think his name is Izuru. Yeah, that would actually be kind of a cool cosplay to do. Though the thing about Izuru is that he wears short shorts. So that's why I said I have to probably shave my legs for that. And also get, like, you know, poor hair legs, yeah. I spent a long time trying to get used to the fact that I got hair on my legs, but if I do something like that, I gotta wax it, man. Gotta wax it. And I also have to, like, work out a bit to get rid of, like, this tiny gut that I got. Now, I'm not saying I have, like, a huge... I'm not saying, the small gut that I have as, like, saying that I have, like, a huge gut, actually. No. Just gotta get rid of the little muffin top, right? Then once that happens, then I could probably do that, you know? But that's if I actually do want to cosplay. I'm not really too big into the cosplaying thing. I highly respect it as an art and as, like, you know, like a business, because, like, shoot, there's some professional cosplayers that, holy crap, man, they are incredible at it, especially if they do their own stuff too, or if they have somebody that they work with to make the cosplays and then they wear them and then they do photo shoots of that. Like, I have nothing but respect for that. Honestly, I have nothing but respect for that. But for me, I'm not really too big into it, but I'm absolutely open to the idea of doing it. I just gotta get the finances for it, because for me, I cannot for the life of me, like, do anything with, like, you know, like a sewing needle and stuff like that. I have no experience in that, so I would have to commission a cosplay, and commissioning a cosplay is very expensive. If you want a good cosplay, it is very expensive. And that is some money that, personally for me, I would rather want to put down for something regarding, like, the stream, like my stream here first, in terms of, like, equipment, before I do something vanity-wise like that. You know, it's just a me thing. But yeah, anyway. Yeah, so that convention day, I spent about, like, $300 something, and you know what? I topped off the day with, like, going outside and having a hot dog from having a hot dog from, like, a Mexican cart vendor, just, like, standing outside the convention hall. I'm like, well, okay, I guess. In fact, I think there was, like, a row of, like, hot dog carts just outside the convention hall, and they're really expensive. I don't know why I did that. I made a mistake there. Artists be like, understand the 3D first before you go to 2D if you want to improve the shading. Poor me struggling to draw legs. It's okay. It's okay, Alex. Like, you'll get it. You'll get it eventually. Like, as long as you keep going at it, like every artist struggles, like, somewhere on, like, the human body. 'Cause trust me, I have like some artist friends, and they tell me that, like, oh god, Justin, I literally cannot draw hands. Hands are so hard. Like, if you ever decide to do art, like, Godspeed if you try to draw hands. And I'm like, okay. And then another person's like, yeah, when I draw, like, legs and, like, feet, I can't do that either. And it's like, oh god. It's just, appendages are apparently so difficult for people to draw, and I completely understand why, because of, like, how much articulation and then just, like, a look, like, say, a hand can have. Just being able to visualize that and then trying to transcribe that vision, like, onto like an art piece is very difficult to do. Your mind, once I finally draw hands, it is now the end of you. Absolutely. If there's an artist that knows how to draw hands really well, then that artist should be feared. That is a powerful artist right there. Oh man. Okay, give me a second. I need to go and turn on the light in my room. Give me a second. Oh god, my god. Oh. Is that a good lamp? Okay. All right. Maybe that's enough light. I'm not sure. I haven't been in my room for such a long time. These bulbs need to really, like, you know, like, take some time to heat up. Yeah, I'm back. I just had to stand up for a little bit because my lamp is literally just, like, off to the side of, like, my computer desk right here. Yeah, but anyway, that was a great convention. Oh yeah, actually, before leaving and getting that hot dog, I was actually in the gaming hall, because this convention had a gaming hall, in there. You could like rent like a PC setup and play like Valorant or something, or you can rent a controller and play like Smash on one of the TV settings. They were having like a Tekken 7 tournament in there. It was that was basically my area, and the one I basically spent the most time in. At the end of the day, yeah, I would say I spent most of the time in the video gaming area, the gaming hall. It was very interesting because I was playing a lot of like casual matches in like Smash Ultimate, and here's the thing. I honestly thought that, because I haven't played Smash Ultimate in like such a long time. I have not played Smash Ultimate in such a long time that I thought I was like rusty as hell. But basically after like a couple of games, it all just starts coming back to me. Like, I played all the characters that I used to play, and I was playing in doubles too. And me, I basically am just a train wreck in doubles. But apparently, the guy I was with, I actually, like, vibed with, like, so well as a doubles partner. And we basically got, like, a positive record on, like, the other two guys playing us. And I'm like, whoa. Can I play in tournaments again? Can I play in Smash Ultimate tournaments again? Yo, honestly, I could. I just don't have, I just don't have a local tournament nearby, so just, like, by that fact alone, I cannot. I'm so sad, man. I'm so sad I can't play, like, in tournaments, like, local tournaments in Smash Ultimate near me. I'm so sad about that. But maybe one day, maybe I'll move somewhere and then there'll be a local tournament. That would be ideal, because I love Smash Ultimate. It's literally the only fighting game that I'm somewhat competent at. Yeah. But yeah, anyway, about that whole thing, in that casuals scrimmage with this, like, with these, like, 3 other people, there was a whole entire group of Todoroki cosplayers playing Just Dance right next to us. And we, the Smash Ultimate players, couldn't help but just look at them, like, bless their heart, try their best to do Just Dance. And I'm like, man, I don't want to say that weebs can't dance, but god damn it, weebs can't dance. But bless your heart, I'm so sorry. Oh my god. I can't, I'm so sorry, but damn. I didn't want to say weebs can't dance, but weebs can't dance. But bless your heart. That was a great time, honestly. That was a fantastic time. But yeah, afterwards, the biggest regret, I don't think they regretted it. I don't think the Just Dancers regretted it. They were looking like that they had a blast of a time. And you know what? More power to them. If you know for a fact that, hey, I'm like a bumbling fool doing this thing, but I'm still gonna do it anyway because I have so much fun doing it. You know what? More power to you. Absolutely, I respect that. Yeah, but that was basically my convention day, and then it was, I think I got home at around like 9 o'clock PST, and immediately I went to work trying to pin up everything that I bought at the convention, and then it was like maybe like 11 o'clock like at night. Man, there is a strange thing about your personal energy on literally like 3 hours of sleep. But my god, that was a very visceral experience that I don't think I want to have again. But you know what? It happened. I have the perspective, and I'm very amazed that I actually found the gate to get onto my plane that morning. Man. Yeah, so honestly, the trip to the airport was very, like, bland. I didn't really shoot the shit with the driver because I was just tired out of my goddamn mind. And then, when I actually got to the airport, like, honestly, being at an airport that early in the morning is kind of surreal also, because usually with places, just places in general, if you go to somewhere really early in the morning, you really don't see a lot of people there, right? You really don't see a lot of people there. And if you do, it's like this one odd person that's just like tired out of their goddamn mind, which I thought, hey, that's how it's going to be at the airport when I get there. But no, when I get to the airport, there's a whole ton of people there. There are a lot of them were tired, yeah, but honestly, like, they were just going about their day as if it was normal. It's kind of like so odd, right? How much costs traveling through boat versus plane? Now, here's the thing. It depends. I can't say anything about the boat end because I've never taken a boat to go somewhere before, so I don't have the perspective of that. But in terms of, like, plane, it depends international versus domestic. Because domestic, depending on, like, where you're going and the distance, a domestic within, like, the US, the last I heard is it was about maybe, like, 500 or, like, 600, something like that. Mind you, I didn't have to pay a cent of this because this was all paid for by work. I only got to saw the itinerary for it, and, well, that's how I saw the price. But if you're doing international, and international, even, like, saying, like, flying from, say, throwing it out there, California to, like, Hawaii, it also depends on which airport you're flying out of, too. Because, for example, I'll say, like, if you're flying out of, like, the San Francisco airport, you will actually get, like, a $600 cheaper price to go fly from there to Hawaii than you would flying out of, say, like, I think the airport's in, like, Sacramento or something. Yeah, $600 saved just from flying out of a different airport. So price varies wildly depending on the airport you're flying from, the distance, and if it's domestic, domestic being, like, in-country, or, like, international, like, flying, like, overseas or something, you know? Yeah. It gets expensive, and god, man, I am going to be spending quite a bit of change when I take my vacation to, like, Japan. Not anytime soon, but I have been planning this for a while. Because, man, I'm going to be spending a whole bunch. Because as soon as Japan, like, settles back down and opens the country to tourism again, like, fully, without any of these, like, chaperoned, like, tourists, like, stuff that they're doing right now as a test group stuff, I'm gonna try to, like, I'm gonna try to book a vacation there. But it's gonna be expensive. Like, flying to Japan, like, I can imagine it costing at least, like, $4 grand for, like, the plane trip. It is expensive, and that's why I'm saving. And I have no problems with saving myself, because surprisingly enough, despite all the games I buy, outside of that, I'm pretty frugal. I don't really need much, like, in life. So, yeah, I'm not gonna worry about, like, dropping, like, say, like, for example, like, the 2300 to first, to like, go to, like, Hawaii or something. Was the first thing to do in Japan when we tried to live there for a month. Now, here's the thing. I don't know if I'm gonna be there for, like, a month. That would be nice. But it depends on how much leave I accumulate, like, at work, you know? It depends on how much leave I accumulate at work. But the first thing to do in Japan, that would actually depend where I decide to, like, land at. I mean, it's probably most likely going to be Tokyo. So if I go to Tokyo, I think I want to go to, like, I want to go to the popular places first, like, maybe, like, Shinjuku and all that, going to Akihabara, you know, the classic places, right? Yeah, do the classic, like, hey, I am an overseas weeb tourist and I want to see anime land. Yeah, anime land. Yeah, I'll do that stuff first. I want to get that out of the way. And then once I get that out of the way, I want to like move, like, spread out from Tokyo and probably go to like either Kyushu or like maybe like Hokkaido or something. You know, a weeb tourist. Yeah. I want to get that over with first. But yeah, after hitting off that, go to like maybe like Hokkaido or like Kyushu, or like go to like maybe like one of like the smaller like areas in like Japan, because here's the thing. One thing that I vacation for is food. And in Japan, every there's like every region that does like a certain dish like so well, and I want to go do that. You know, I want to go to like maybe like a remote, well, maybe not remote, but like a small like town, maybe like Gifu or something. Go to Gifu and then have like their like I think they specialize in like tofu or something. Try their tofu dishes and stuff like that. Go to maybe somewhere big like maybe like Osaka and like have their specialty dishes too. And I'm like, the most important thing for me to experience going out vacationing is food, and I'm going to try to do as much as I can of that, as much eating as possible. I'm gonna pack on some pounds, but compared to other places, Japan, I shouldn't worry about Japan portion sizes at all. Yeah, no, I'm not gonna worry about Japan portion sizes, because my dog, I live in America. Holy shit. Yeah, our portion sizes are just like, no wonder we're fucking fat. I'm not gonna worry about portion sizes in Japan. And by the way, I'm not saying I'm fat either. I'm not saying I'm fat. In fact, I'm actually pretty like average size for like a guy my height. What's my height? Yeah. You know, I'm not gonna say it. Wish you luck not to get FBI'd. Yeah, one can hope, right? One can hope. Oh my god. No. Yeah. Oh man, Japan. One of the very first place that I really want to go to, like, once I'm able to really like travel, and I plan to do this, and I plan to travel there like on my own. I want to do things like solo first, cause let's see. Wally called oi oi oi. Hey yo, hey man. Hey yo man, you just, I mean, look, this character's like a 2,000-year-old vampire. What the hell you trying to nail on me, mate? What the hell, man? No, I fully expect to see like statuettes and like merch regarding that, like in some places in like Akihabara, and like honestly, like, hey, if it's legally sold there, like in like public, then like I can't say anything about it because that's on Japan, right? That's on Japan. That's what they do. So I mean, here's the thing though. Speaking of that, one of the places where I want to go to in Akihabara is those like statuette stores where like it's just nothing but like glass, like cases and like displays full of like anime and like video game related like statuettes and everything, and just get a whole bunch of those. I want to get that. So that's one of the things I want to do in Akihabara, along with a maid cafe. I want to go to a maid cafe, because apparently, according to one of my friends at work, there's a really good maid cafe with actually decent food somewhere in Akihabara, and my god, I have been inundated with the like idea from like other people that maid cafe food is overpriced, very like super below average food. POV, Japan's legal age turns into 12. What's your first reaction? I honestly, like, to be completely fair, I really can't say anything because that's literally another country. See, dude, I live in America, there are some places in America where the legal age is like 16. Not a lot. There are probably like 2 or 3 states where like the legal age is like 16 still. And I'm like, I don't know. I don't live in those states. They probably have the reason for it, or completely glossed over that and completely forgot that it's still there, right? No, but yeah. Wow, I got into a tangent. I was talking about like, what, my vacation. Now to be completely fair, there's a reason, really. Yeah. I was talking about like, well, not my vacation, but my work trip. I call it vacation because a lot of people at my work call it vacation. But like I said earlier, it's counted as solitary confinement for me because, God, there's nothing to do like in the Midwest. But I'm gonna re-rail this back, even though I do like talking about like my vacationing like plans and everything. Like, the goal of this stream is to basically say what I need about this about this work trip, to get it off of my chest, because, man, I'm not gonna go day by day, because during like the whole like 3-week like stay over there in the American Midwest, God, there are days where I'm just like, wow, man, what am I gonna do today after I go to class? You know, I'll look out towards like the whole flat part of like the American Midwest, and I'm like, what's there to do out there? Right, I'm gonna go to my room and I'm just gonna lay in bed or something. Like, legit. Oh, Fox, here we go again. Absolutely. There are some interesting things about, like, cause where I was staying at for this work-related, trip was, Tornado Alley in, like, in the US. So that's around, like, the Kansas, Oklahoma, like, sort of area, you know? I was staying there, and, during my stay over at the training facility, we did have a couple of, like, storm warnings and, like, tornado warnings. Now, here's the thing I am so just, like, shocked at. When it comes to tornadoes and when they touch down in places like Oklahoma and Kansas and, like, you know, maybe like north of Texas and stuff like that, there are literally like people who will take lawn chairs, like, and go to their like roof, set them up, and just tornado watch. Like, actual people who live in that state, like homeowners there. Like, once they figure out that, yeah, no, the tornado is not gonna hit me, I'm just gonna go and watch it, like, on my roof. Yeah, I'm just gonna go watch it barrel down, like, this like, field and stuff like that. I'm like, yo, are you guys so used to this that, like, this is just a normal thing for you? My God, I would be terrified every time I hear a tornado warning. Like, here's the thing. I know every facility that's in Tornado Alley, like every building and facility, has to have, by law, a tornado shelter or like a basement. Yeah. But you'll buy some food or lunch. You'll be right back. Hey, yeah. Go ahead. If you're hungry, go ahead and like have a good meal. Like, if have a good meal. I can't guarantee that. Whoop. Oh, well, thanks for the follow. Thanks for the follow, Alex. Just gonna leave this watching. Yeah. No, that's fine. Go ahead, do your thing, man. Yeah, have a good meal. I'm just gonna continue on with like my with my story here. And if you're concerned about missing something, this VOD is gonna go up on like my YouTube channel. So my YouTube channel, I think, yeah, you can see it down there on the banner. So I'm gonna upload this VOD to like my YouTube and stuff like that. So you don't have to worry about missing stuff. So have a good time. But yeah, continuing where I left off. The reason why I know about that there are these tornado watchers, like whenever like these like tornado watchers in places in tornado alleys, because one of my instructor over at the training facility was talking about basically him and his buddies literally doing what I said, setting up lawn chairs on their roof to watch to tornado watch whenever there's like a warning, because apparently, according to him, the general area, which is a large area, mind you, the general area which he lives in is where the tornado cells actually start forming. They don't touch down there, they touch down a little bit afterward, but the cells, they start forming there. And honestly, if you're a tornado watcher, that's actually a pretty damn good spot. And here's one of the things, I wanted to actually see if there's actually images of people like tornado watching like from the rooftops. So let's see. I'm trying to look at this from on what's it called, on like Google Images, and I'm not seeing many images of that. But apparently, according to like here, I'll even show it here. Yeah, no, I'm looking at this right here. Does this not work? Oh, my bad. Yeah, no, not really. There's not really images of like people like tornado watching from the roofs, but I guess it is a thing. I guess it is a thing where I am. But yeah, I don't see any like pictures of it, but I'll trust my instructor, who actually lives there, mind you, that like this is a thing. But anyway, I will go back to screen share in just a moment, because there are like a lot of things that I do want to talk about as well. So, okay, so here's the thing. I didn't notice how long I was talking. One of the things I want to talk about was actually this. I'm gonna go back to screen share right now. So yeah, here's Callie's channel. So this stream right here, this stream right here, there's it's mislabeled, but the funny thing here is that this stream was scheduled for like 7 o'clock, and the problem here is that Callie made the announcement for like 9 p.m. like PDT, 1300 JST and stuff like that. She accidentally made the time for the stream 2 hours earlier, and then didn't. I don't think she caught it. Oh, Callie, no, never changed. Like these little clumsy moments from you. You know what? Like, you know, own it. It's great. But yeah, that was one of the things. But this stuff here, I'll get into like in a moment, cause there are some things regarding. Maybe I'm gonna talk about it in the stream, but there are some things regarding, say, because there were game shows that were going on while I was away. And I do want to talk about some of them, which was like the Capcom showcase, the Xbox showcase, and I think there was another General Games showcase like even before that. There were like 3. And there are certain games I do want to talk about, which is like either Street Fighter 6, Street Fighter 6, Starbound? No, not Starbound. What is that Bethesda game? Bethesda. Starfield, yeah, Starfield. I want to talk about Starfield and the comparisons between that and No Man's Sky as well. Just a lot of things that I do want to talk about. But maybe I could save those for another time, because they're more like gaming related. This stream is simply just for talking about like my trip, and then like just more generalistic stuff. I don't plan for this stream to be to push any more than like 10 p.m. PST. So don't expect it to be don't expect it to go push past like 10 p.m. Yeah. Let's see. What was I talking about? Okay, so here's the thing. Here's the thing. When I touch down where I'm at, when I touch down where I touch down, sometimes I'm just really, like, surprised at just how small some airports are. Because the airports that I've been to so far, which include places like Denver and Dallas-Fort Worth, they're friggin' massive. Like, I think, like, Denver's main attraction one of the main attractions over there is just how big the airport is over there. That's, like, one of the main airports in, like, America. Because, man, that airport stretches and stretches and stretches. That is a long airport. Like, Denver, like Denver airport is so, like, long. But yeah, that's one of the big airplane airports in, like, America, along with Dallas-Fort Worth. Both of them are horrendously massive. Dallas-Fort Worth, a lot of people say Dallas-Fort Worth is essentially its own, like, city because of how big the airport is. Yeah. And funny story about that, side note, is that apparently there are some airlines that actually have their own separate terminals outside of, like, Dallas-Fort Worth Airport. So if you're flying something like, say, Southwest, then if you touch down in Dallas-Fort Worth, then you actually, like from another airline, then you actually have to, like, take a small trip to the other, like, Southwest, like, centric, like, terminal in order to get to your flight. That's how big Dallas-Fort Worth is. It is incredibly massive. But yeah. Yeah, that's a little side note about this. Me, I went through Denver, and honestly, Denver looks like a nice place. Denver looks like a nice place, mind you. Denver looks like a nice place. And afterwards, whew, big yawn, big yawn, big yawn, big stretch. I'm, did I touch down in, like, well, I'm not gonna say where I touched down, but when I get to the facility, man, I've been to the facility, like, I've been to that training facility years ago, and it's barely changed at all. It is absolutely barely changed at all. It is a, at the very least, it has lifted the COVID restrictions, so it's back to normal, like how I remember it years ago, which is incredible because I never experienced going to, like, class or, like, training there, just while the COVID restrictions were in. So yeah, I don't have that perspective. That girl 825. Hello. How you doing? Yeah, welcome to the stream. I'm just, like, basically just talking about my 3 weeks off where I had to complete a training course for, like, work. It's, in hindsight, it might not be the most interesting thing because, I mean, I had to spend, like, 3 weeks out in the American Midwest, but hey, I'm trying to pick out just anything, like, interesting that happened to me while I was there, despite me not really going out too much during that time, mostly because most of the days I spent 8 hours in class. Yeah, the training courses over there for my work, it's like 8-hour classes. Well, it's not true 8 hours though. It's more like, say, 6.5 or like 7 hours. Hey, are you Bonkers, the popular TikToker from Spiral Fortress area and the old MMO Justice Ungelled? Hi, Frex. How are you doing? Hi, Frex. I'm back. You're chilling with friends in VR chat. Gotcha, mate. Hey, if you have me on in the background, oh yeah, and by extension, like, that girl, if you also have me in the background, that's completely okay too, This is just a just chatting stream. You don't have to like watch the actual stream itself. You can just listen. Absolutely fine. Yeah. I hope you're having a good time chilling with friends in VR chat. I guess while listening to me also, I guess, Frex. Yeah. Like I told that girl, I'm just talking about my 3 weeks and just trying to just find anything interesting that happened in those 3 weeks, aside from the fact that every class was literally like not a true 8 hours, but 8 hours. So on our like virtual time clocks and everything, our clicks are just like, yeah, they coincide with like a normal work day, because we get paid while we're over there. Thank God, right? Thank God we get paid even though we're not working. We're technically learning stuff about the job, but like, you know, you spent the past 3 weeks finding yourself, you use your hand mirror mod, right? Yeah, no, Frex. Yeah, no, I spent the last 3 weeks trudging along in the Kansas wilderness, like finding God through nature, and like sleeping on like a ratchety hammock, and then I found out that, you know, I'm just I'm like, oh, shit, man, I'm agnostic, so hey, why the fuck not, right? I'm kidding, but what are you talking about the hand mirror mod though? You got a voucher to a FurCon, so I spent the last few weeks editing your avatar. Hey, you know what? Wait, spent the last few weeks forever. Oh, okay, yeah. Okay, I read that right. Hey, cool. Yeah, cool. Honestly, I hope you have a good time there, and like, hopefully the editing you do to your avatar is up to like what you envision. So I hope it goes out well for you. And hand mirror is finding yourself by using a mirror to... hand mirror is for finding yourself by using a mirror to see yourself. Get it? Yeah, alright, Frex. You know what? I got it just now. Why am I so slow on this shit? Why am I so slow on this shit? I swear to fucking God. Why am I so slow? I could send you some pics and DMs if you want. Yeah, no, feel free to. I plan to, like, actually just hang out in, like, the group VC and, like, you know, the usual Discord after I'm done like streaming. Maybe I'm probably gonna hang out for a little bit, so yeah. I could just like you could just like drop me like the pics there. Yeah, go ahead. Now anyway, thinking about like my re-railing this back onto the 3 weeks off. Well, the 3 weeks training. And also, thank you, that girl, for the follow. Thank you very much. I can already tell you that the only thing interesting that happened within the first week is the fact that we had 2 tornado warnings and also several storms. And my God, let me tell you, it is so jarring to like experience humid ass Midwestern like heat. And then just later on in the later half of the day, it pouring down, hailing everywhere. Like, holy crap. What is this weather? And I thought, like, weather in, like, in the West Coast was just wild, you know? By the way, you definitely didn't forget which Discord name was yours. I'll tell you afterward, Frex. I'll tell you afterward. God. Okay, anyway. Yeah, no, the most interesting that happened those weeks was the fact that, hey, there was a lot of storms. There were, like, some tornado warnings. It was during that time where I heard, like, my instructor say, hey, yeah, I'm just gonna go grab a bunch of buddies and I'm going to go up to my roof, like, set out a lawn chair and just watch, like, the tornadoes barrel through, like, the fields. And, you know what? American Midwesterners who live in Tornado Alley, y'all are built different. Nothing but respect for you. God, I would not be able to do that. That being said, there was a time where power just basically, like, cut out completely over at the training facility, and we were just there. Like, the backup generators came on, but because because everything basically like power flashed and everything, you know, we were just kind of sitting there like twiddling our thumbs, and then we just decided to shoot the shit with the instructors. And you know what? Hey, look, here's the thing. Not to get like political or anything. Wow, that was a really like great way to start off something, right? Oh god. I'll just commit to it. Not to be political or anything. Like, the people that live out there, I may not agree with them a lot of things, but hey, like, they are a good conversation. They're absolutely a great conversation. Hey, you know what? Like, especially when you have instructors who are vets as well. Like, the stories they tell and about their life as, like, maybe like a cadet or something. Yeah, no. That's kind of interesting to hear about, you know? Now you're sending this guy pics whether he wants them or not. Hey, you know what? More power to you, Frex. Send them pics. But do please check your Discord before I send like 10 pics. Yes, I will. You know what? I will send. I will send the name. I will send the name. Actually, Yup. No. Frex, you got it right. You got it right. And hey, you know what? That design you just sent to me, that actually doesn't look too bad. I like the yellow on it. Surprisingly enough, I like the yellow. Yeah, and if you're planning to like work on it a bit more, then hey, yeah, do show me progress from time to time if you so choose to. It doesn't look half bad. Actually, it looks pretty good. Wow. Ooh, you did a lot of touching up on it, did you? Yeah, that's a lot of touching up. Yeah, no, cause last time what you showed me was like, the quality looked a bit rough, but now it's like, yeah, you did some smoothing out. Good job. Yeah, I'll look at the rest of the images once I'm done with like the stream. But hey, do keep sending. Do send what you intend to send. Yeah, but anyway, re-railing this again. I really need to keep a counter, like, I literally need to keep a counter on the screen. It's like, how many times did Justin get derailed from this, from the topic of this stream? And it would have a number like, maybe like 47 or something, or maybe like 20, or 7. I'm trying to give myself a W here somehow, right? I'm trying to give myself a W here somehow. No. Anyway, that was the first week there. I'll look at the rest of them after. You're done? Oh, okay. Yeah. If you're done, hey, like I said, I'll look at the rest of them. Wasn't that many? Took barely 30 seconds. You got it. Anyway. Like I said, I'll take a look at them afterward. I'll take a peek at them right now, though. Just a little peek, and yeah, looking great so far. I'll take a closer look at them later. Now, that was the first week, and then the first weekend. The first weekend over there, I wanted to go to, like, I have a pic of this place. It's called, I wanted to go to Dallas Fort Worth and then have a, have barbecue at this place called, like, Goldie's. Let me show you all right here. Yeah, I wanted to have like, where is it? Yep, I wanted to have, yeah, Goldie's, like that. Yeah, that's how you spelled it. Yeah, this one. I wanted to have barbecue at this place called Goldie's, and apparently this is one of the best, like, barbecue joints in, like, Texas for, like, recently. And looking at the food, I'm like, that's looking like good barbecue. I don't know, that's looking like good barbecue. And apparently they do turkey breast slices there really good as well. So I'm like, all right, you know what? I'm in. Dallas Fort Worth sounds like a Japanese shrine that sells fish grilled. I don't know if that sounds Japanese to me, but sure, we'll go with that. Are you the type of Are you type that flips between posting pics of food and posting pics of shrines on Twitter? I never really thought about that. Maybe when I go to Japan, I'll find out. maybe when I go to Japan, I'll find out, right? I'll probably try and see like what happens, because eventually when I go to Japan, it very well might be. It very well might be. Oh hey, welcome back. Welcome back, that girl. Welcome back. I'm just talking about like my first weekend over at the training facility, and how I wanted to like have barbecue. I wanted to drive down, like literally drive down to like Texas, Dallas, Fort Worth, and like have this place called Goldie's Barbecue. I saw this on like a video like on YouTube, and apparently the barbecue is like amazing there. So shoot, I wanted to go there like that first weekend, and what ends up happening? A fucking storm. It decides to just storm the whole day, like Saturday the what's it called? Saturday the 4th, and that ruined my plans. That absolutely ruined my plans, cause I mean, I didn't want to like drive all the way down to Texas like Sunday and then have to drive all the way back the same day for class. So, yeah. Mind you, I never really did get to, what's it called, I never really did get to take the trip to Dallas-Fort Worth during this trip at all, unfortunately, because there was something that came up out of nowhere, like, the next weekend, there was something that came up too. So maybe next time I'll go to Goldie's, and then I'll probably, like, talk about it then. But yeah, I didn't get to have barbecue like this time. I'm kind of sad about that. Every time you see a nice looking fursuiter on Twitter and they're Japanese, like 9% of the posts are pics of food in Japanese shrines. Maybe that's just a coincidence, Frex. Maybe that's literally just a coincidence right there. Maybe. Now, if you're asking for me, like I said, we'll see when I go to Japan. But anyway, yeah. So that was the first weekend. Second week, man, what happened the second week? Second week was like when all of the like game shows and presentations were happening. And just as an overview of like of that week, because mind you, I had to experience this through YouTube on my PlayStation 4. Oh yeah, you know what? That's the thing I forgot to like I forgot to mention, like what I actually packed for this trip. Now, I don't really need a lot of clothes, so I packed light on the clothes, but I brought my my Switch with the dock and everything, and also my like PlayStation 4. Because mind you, I can't get a because mind you, I could not get a PS5 yet. I can't get a PS5 yet. I'm so mad I still can't get a PS5 yet, even though they should be easier to get. And I do see people getting them. I still can't get one. What the hell is up with my luck? So yeah, I packed my PlayStation 4, and I basically used that to play Warriors Orochi 3 Ultimate, and I finished that during that trip. But the most important thing that I use it for is to basically like watch like my usual stuff that I watch on YouTube, which is VTubers and gaming related stuff. And one of the gaming related stuff that I watched was the was it the Bethesda or like Xbox conference? It was the Xbox Bethesda showcase. Xbox and Bethesda game showcase. Now right here, if I can show it right now, yes, these are the games that got like showcased during like the Bethesda Xbox showcase. Now the one that really like, you know, that everyone is talking about obviously is this guy right here, Starfield. And I do have some words about it. And as a backdrop, I'm probably going to use Google Images just to like basically gather my point together about it. But as for the other games, you got Redfall, you got Pentiment, As Dusk Falls, more Forza, I guess, another grand strategy game, Minecraft Legends, you know, that stuff. And then you also got all of these here too. For Game Pass, you got like Sea of Thieves Season 7, and mind you, I did not know Sea of Thieves was still a thing, but apparently after looking through like how Sea of Thieves is doing, apparently it's still thriving, surprisingly enough. Because in the beginning of Sea of Thieves, I heard people basically just like turned 180 degrees around on the game because the game was basically unfinished or something like that. It was like not a lot to do. But I mean, if this promotional art here is worth anything, I mean, it doesn't look too bad. It definitely has a style to it. Hey, that's cool. That's cool. If Sea of Thieves is good, maybe I will try it. But as for something I do want to try, I want to try Naraka Blade Point. No, I'm just going to be straight up. I absolutely want to try Naraka Blade Point. I'm actually going to look that up right now and see, like, if I can get to it. Oh, come on. Yeah, because apparently Naraka Blade Point, I've seen this being, like, thrown around every once in a while. And apparently it is a battle royale game, but it's like wuxia style, like combat, like high flying and stuff like that. It's like PvE type-ish, like battle royale. And the aesthetic looks, I have to say, the aesthetic looks pretty okay to me. But the thing is, in this kind of game, what matters to me the most is the gameplay, and it actually doesn't look too bad. So I'll give it a shot. It is $20 though, so maybe I'll wait for like a sale. Because usually with Battle Royale games, I expect them to be like free and stuff like that. But, you know, I mean, if it doesn't go on sale, then $20 is $20. I'll just do it. If the game is good, the game is good. But yeah, I'll try out Naraka Blade Point. The aesthetic for it looks pretty okay. If the combat is good, then you know what? I'm sold. But here's the thing though, as a caveat, I have not been really into battle royale games for the most part. Only really when I have friends to play with. But then, going off from that, there's Microsoft Flight Simulator, where you can fly, you know, like a pelican from Halo, because you know what? We all love Halo around here. Did you know about Halo? You love Halo, right? I fucking love Halo. No, I'm okay with Halo. I like the free multiplayer for the latest Halo game. That's fun. Always good to drop in once in a while and just have a good time in, like, the big, like, 12v12 mode or something like that. All fine. Fallout 76. Why are you still pushing this, Beth? Why are you still pushing this, Beth? Yeah. I don't know. I got burned on, like, 76. I'm not gonna go back to it. And Flintlock, Siege of Dawn. This looks like an interesting game. Definitely a lot more firearms based, as by the title and the fact that she's pointing a fucking gat at you. But, hey. This is cool, and apparently there's stuff for like Elder Scrolls Online. Elder Scrolls Online, Forza Horizon 5 with like a Hot Wheels collab, Riot games with the Game Pass and stuff like that. But the main thing to talk about is Starfield. Now here's the thing about Starfield. Can I just say, and I know I'm probably gonna catch flack for this. Well, I would catch flack for it if people bothered to pay attention. No, I'm kidding. Self-deprecation, okay? Nah. This is something to catch flack for. I honestly am not impressed with the game. I'm actually not impressed with the game because... And that's simply because of the fact that I know what kind of games that Bethesda makes and specializes in. They're Skyrims, their Elder Scrolls, and their Fallouts. What does this game remind me of? Literally an Elder Scrolls / Fallout game, like a Bethesda RPG game in space. That's literally what it reminds me of. And I kind of did like a bit of a redirect there, or like a bit of a trick earlier when I said that, hey, you know what, Starfield and No Man's Sky and stuff like that. And yes, there are things that No Man's Sky and Starfield, well, purportedly, like they share in doing. But speaking of Starfield as just like a Bethesda game, it's literally like a space Bethesda RPG. That's what it's looking like. And it even has like a skill system that's very similar to like Fallout, and like a combination of Fallout and Elder Scroll. And honestly, I'm not really as excited for it as I think, as I kind of wish that I would be. Because, I mean, shoot, even this right here, the base building, it just reminds me of Fallout 4 or like 76 and stuff like that. Or maybe it was Fallout 4. Either way, yeah. I mean, what I'm expecting from like this game, okay, whatever this planet is, this would probably be my favorite planet. Yeah. Whatever this game like comes out, I'm expecting it to be basically just a Bethesda RPG, like Fallout, Elder Scrolls thing, except like with a space theme. I'm not gonna be as hyped for the game. I'm sorry, I'm just not gonna be as hyped for the game. I mean, does the game look good? Yes. For what it's doing, yes. In my opinion, it looks good. But looking good does not equal me being excited for it. In fact, the kind of things that I do like what this game does, that I do like what this game is saying it's going to do, I am going to, say that I already have No Man's Sky for that available to me. I just gotta wait for a sale. So all this like Starfield showcase really showed me was that I should probably just play No Man's Sky, because instead of waiting for this, I could just play No Man's Sky and like get the fix for what I need from that. Yeah, you know what? Yeah, that's how I feel about Starfield. Now, I like the aesthetic of this world here, of this planet. And if there was like a game, if there are planets that have this like cyberpunk, what was that? Oh man, not confined, but what is the word for it? Claustrophobic and like cluttered together, like cyberpunky looking like aesthetic to it. Like The Ascent, mind you. That's basically like my ideal sci-fi like setting. Yeah, this kind of world, especially in like the verticality, like a vertical like city like this, very claustrophobic, very like bright and neon, very slummy once you actually take a closer look at it. That is my ideal sci-fi setting. Like Blade Runner, essentially Blade Runner type of like setting. Absolutely my type of setting. I thought you were gonna say, if there was a game with this type of planet, I'd play it, and I was like, that's literally a game. Hey. Oh god. Okay, yeah. You know what? Yeah, no, that's funny. That's funny. What game are you talking about there, Frex? I wonder. But anyway, that's me for Starfield. And now the other game I want to talk about, because I think I'm gonna save talking about Monster Hunter when I play Monster Hunter, and that is going to be either Monday or Tuesday. I haven't decided yet. It all depends on how plans come together, like Monday or Tuesday, depending on when the next stream is going to be. Because the next stream is going to be the Sunbreak demo. I'm going to try it out, And I'm going to, like, also, for part of the stream, also try to cobble together sets in, like, my normal Rise save so I can prepare for Sunbreak. And then maybe throw in, like, a Frontier stream after that, too, you know? But yeah. What you said, my name, was it a question? What? Honestly, I don't know, Frex. I don't know what I was saying right there. I'm just gonna say I just don't know what I was saying right there. Yeah, so the next thing I'm gonna touch on here is this boy right here, Street Fighter 6. Man, when they revealed Street Fighter 6, my god, I love the aesthetic of this game. I agree with Maximilian, dude, in that them really, like, adhering to, like, the graffiti, like, downtown hip-hop art direction for Street Fighter 6, absolutely gold. This is a good aesthetic for Street Fighter 6. Like, this is like a callback to how how Street Fighter 3, like Third Strike and stuff like that was like portrayed, and this just made, to me, this feels like an evolution of that, and this is absolutely a fantastic, like, design choice, like, for this, like, game. And here's the thing too, I have scrolled, like, through, well, I have unfortunately seen this and got spoiled on it on Twitter. Somebody did leak the character designs for basically the whole roster. Almost the whole roster, I guess. But yeah, I'm gonna look through them too, but this is spoilers, so you know what? Ah, man, maybe I'll save that for, like, another stream. But I don't know, so many people have seen it already. I'm just like, man, like, even here, see, big spoiler right here, this is how Mr. Kenneth Masters, like, looks like in Street Fighter, like, 6. Supposedly, according to, like, the leak. And god, man, he has, like, let himself go. Like, the bomber jacket, nice choice. Like, I like how he still has his, like, gloves, well, a new version of, like, of his, like, karate gloves right there. Man, this guy looks like he's been down on his luck. Chun-Li, though, looking great as usual. Ryu having that, like, robe on him, and him actually, like, having that beard and stuff like that. Like, Frex, you know what? How do you feel about this design for Ryu? Do you like this design? Or do you think, like, something needs to be changed about it? Because for me, I love this design. This design for Ryu is amazing. And a nice evolution for, finally, design-wise, for the character. Man, did Street Fighter have furry characters other than Blanca? No, I don't think so. I don't think it had any furry characters. No, just Blanca. Yeah, no, just Blanca. Speaking of, oh shoot, yep, well, that's a little bit of spoilers right there for, like, how some characters look like. I already seen it, and I'll just say that the designs look okay. I thought that the, supposedly, if these are the designs, the actual designs of the characters, I thought they were gonna have a bit more things different about them, but realistically, it's what I would realistically expect out of, like, certain changes according to certain characters. Maybe, like, more facial hair, like, a little bit of a different, like, style of clothing that still fits in with the aesthetic and stuff like that, you know. Ryu is a karate gi incarnate who apparently joined a monk clan that didn't take a vow of pacifism. That's a good description right here. That's a good description right here. Maybe I'll use that. Maybe I'll use that. Like, straight up, maybe I'll use that. That's a good description right there. I'll take that. But yeah. So far, they've revealed, like, Luke looks pretty good. Ryu looks amazing, though really just, I mean, this is probably not a good image, but like touch up his beard a bit more right there. It looks kind of like odd. Like maybe like smooth it out a bit more. Chun-Li, like absolutely great. Thank you to the character designers who maintain the fact that Chun-Li has fucking like turkey leg thighs. Like, thank you for retaining that. Like, that is something that will never like be different about her. But the outfit also great too. Jamie looks pretty good because we finally have a drunken boxer. We finally have a drunken boxer for Street Fighter. I totally prefer it when his hair is down like this, but apparently Jamie's hair comes down like this when he's fully drunk. When he's fully like when he's fully drunk, because apparently Jamie has like a drunkenness mechanic where like he can I know, drink drink in the middle of like combat, and if you drink enough, then he enters like this like state where his hair is let down, and then a lot of his attack properties change and everything, you know. Heard Wally is gonna make an appearance. Yeah, in your dreams. In your dreams, Frex. Whenever I play a fighting game, your favorite characters are the ones that are big and beefy, but then they're usually grapplers and you suck at grappling. Yeah, so I'm assuming you're talking about, you know, this boy right here. You're talking about playing like this guy. This is your character, Frex? Yeah. I'm assuming this is your character. The characters I end up actually being good with are the friggin' women. Yeah. I know how you personally feel about that, Frex, but honestly, like, the female characters in, like, Street Fighter, man, they're just normally, like, great characters, honestly. Just in terms of, like, you know, okay, speaking of character tiers and stuff like that, usually, Cammy has always been good, Chun-Li has always been good, you know. Like, Jury was great in, I think, Street Fighter 4 and one of the versions of Street Fighter 4. Yeah, DiCaprio was surprisingly good, too, you know. Chun-Li, Kick Hurricane, Lily from Tekken, Spinny Ballerina, bitch! I don't like Zangief because he's a man-human. You know what? Okay, yeah, you know what? That's right. I got you. I forgot. How did I forget there? Yeah, Chun-Li, Kick Hurricane, Lily from Tekken. You played Lily in Tekken? Man, I played Lily in Tekken. Well, when I started out. Nowadays, when I play Tekken, I play King. And I have a feeling you like King in Tekken, right? I have a feeling you like King in Tekken. I don't know. Just a thought there. Just a thought there. Actually, you know what? Let me look this up here. King. Is this your guy in Tekken now? Even though he's a freaking grappler, you like tiger, like leopard, like cheetah man or something? Because this is my guy. This is absolutely my guy. Okay, maybe this is my guy. You know, edgy aesthetic. Yeah. Probably Armor King. But anyway, Street Fighter 6. Let me go. Yeah, King is amazing. Hot as hell. Yep, no. Honestly, you're right. I can't argue with that. Mate. Yeah, you could take normal King. I'll take, like, Armor King, because I like the edgy aesthetic to him. Armor King is a close second, but he's actually smaller than King. Yeah, I noticed that. He's actually smaller than King. But I like Armor King basically because of his aesthetic, his color palette, and also because the grapples that he does are, you know, I think more brutal than, like, King's. Even though they are just more like, you see this in a normal, like, pro wrestling match at all. So, still though, cool character. I like that. Yeah, let's see, Street Fighter 6. Where is Street Fighter 6? Well, this is Jamie. Yeah, this is Jamie. Yeah, and then they revealed Guile. I don't know. Guile with a goatee will take some getting used to. Also, his jumpsuit is kind of weird, too. I kind of would prefer it if the jumpsuit were in, like, a dark, like, green or something. Though, there's probably a reason why it's blue like that. Maybe that's the actual color of, like, the jumpsuit that, like, Air Force personnel, like, actually use. But I'm not military, so how would I know? This is probably just, like, an aesthetic choice, right? I mean, obviously, when they're gonna drop their classic outfits, like, to be able to be purchased, because, you know, that's absolutely gonna be DLC, I'm gonna go grab that and use that instead, you know? Meanwhile, once you use Lily, all of a sudden you're actually good at the game. Fast attack with fluid animations are easy to learn. Honestly, I think with Lily's just really easy for just a casual player to just spam with. I'm just telling you straight up. Like, Lily is really good for like casual players to basically just spam with, because yeah, her attacks have good, like, a lot of her attacks have like good, like, frame data on them. And then just visually, just her, like, movements just throw people, like, throw casual players off a lot. Yeah, so I totally understand that. I totally understand that. Well, my nasal cavities are actually getting, you know, are getting clogged again. Why? California pollen, you could just screw off. You beat the shit out of your friend just hitting right bumper repeatedly. Her flips and kicks and stuff naturally taken together. Yeah, that sounds about right. Damn it. Lily, the character that I played before and also the bane of my existence at the same time. You tried fighting back and all you did was sidestep back and back to flip chaining. You know, that 8-way run thing that Bamco fighting games have, you know, that's a very powerful tool, right? But anyway, back to this. Guile. Oh, also this, I don't know if this is an actual, like, in-game, like, piece. It looks kind of weird, but I like it. But, Guile. Guile. Top this, like, very scattered, like, thoughts about Street Fighter 6. Guile looks good. At the end of the day, I would prefer if his jumpsuit was like a very dark green, but as it stands, you know, I have to get used to the fact that he has a beard, but Guile is Guile, and, you know what? I'm waiting until they reveal Zangief. Yeah, I'm waiting until they actually, like, reveal Zangief. Because that's my guy, that every time a Street Fighter game first drops, I always start off with the Grappler, with the Zangief. I always start off with that. Then I go into other characters and see how they feel like. Then sometimes I just end up playing like Akuma, because Akuma is absolutely going to be in this game, no doubt. Don't even like talk to me about that. Akuma is absolutely going to be in the game again. But yeah, so far, I don't know what character they're going to reveal next, but hey, it's looking good so far. People are happy. Like, this big leak of all the characters, well, a lot of the characters, didn't really hurt. The only thing that it hurt for, like, the Street Fighter team, or, like, and Capcom in general, is that their plan for advertising, basically up until release, has just gotten ruined, because, well, the characters are all out there now. The characters are all out there now, so they can't really, like, surprise people with, like, hey, this character's coming back. Bet you didn't expect that. No, people know what the characters are gonna be. People have basically figured out what the beginning roster is gonna be. So all they really can do is just accept that, hey, you know what? That wasn't supposed to happen. But you know what? This positive reception, we're just gonna roll with it. And you know what? That's completely fine too. By the way, is Guy dead? I honestly don't know. No, I don't think Guy is dead. I don't think Guy is dead, actually. He just hasn't appeared in any sort of important fashion since Street Fighter 4. So I don't expect him to be in Street Fighter 6, knock on wood. But hey, it's possible. But yeah, Guy is not in the projected for me. Maybe Cody again. Actually, maybe Hagar. Maybe Mike Hagar. Honestly, I could see Mike Hagar being a DLC character for Street Fighter 6 down the line. Like, we've had Guy and Cody, but we never had Hagar for, like, a long time. I don't think we ever had him in a certain capacity as a playable character for a Street Fighter game. So, hey, I'm all for that. I'm all for getting Hagar. But yeah, those are the two important things so far. The other like showcase, which was the Capcom showcase. Really, the only real things to talk about right there for the Capcom showcase is literally like some Street Fighter, Resident Evil 4, which mind you I have no interest in because horror. Monster Hunter, which I will get into when I actually stream Monster Hunter, and then the Dino Crisis game. The Dino Crisis looking ass game right here. What is this game? Exoprimal. Like, what the hell is with Exoprimal? RE4 isn't a horror game, it's an action survival. Yeah, honestly, they're trying to go into the more horror direction with Resident Evil 4 Remake, though. Just simply because of how they changed, like, the lighting and like the like design of like of RE4. They're definitely trying to go for like a more horror aesthetic to RE4 now, to following in like the footsteps of like Biohazard and stuff like that. They just added more props on the ground. They also changed the lighting too, you know. They also changed the lighting too. But yeah. Personally, I have no interest in Resident Evil because, well, never interested me as a series. Well, one, because I hate horror, even though it probably doesn't end up being horror. I just have no interest in it. But one thing that I might have interest in is Exoprimal. And what I can describe this game as, from what I've seen, is just, it's EDF. It is hero-based EDF, but instead of, like, insects and aliens, it's dinosaurs. And apparently this has nothing to do with Dino Crisis, Chris. Oh, Dino Crisis. It has nothing to do with Dino Crisis. You literally could have just called this, like, Dino Crisis, you know what? Maybe you couldn't. Well, either way, yeah, this has nothing to do with Dino Crisis, but apparently you fight a whole horde of dinosaurs as, like, cyber heroes or something. It's gonna be class-based, absolutely, but it looks good, but this is gonna be on the Switch, right? Is it? Is it gonna be on the Switch? That's Father's Day. I don't know about that. I'm okay, look, I'll look up Father's Day later when I actually have to plan that, but... Oh, it's not going to be on the Switch. That's right. No, it's not going to be on the Switch. It's actually going to be on modern consoles, but I see PS4 and Xbox One, so I don't think the graphical fidelity or the performance is going to be, like, all that up to snuff if it were, as opposed to if it were just made for next gen and PC. But I'll still try it. Oh yeah, tell my dad happy birthday. Well, happy Father's Day. I already did, Frex. I absolutely already did. You don't gotta worry about that. I already told him happy birthday. Yeah. Honestly, I can't really tell you much about the gameplay other than you fight hordes of dinosaurs, hero-based, each hero has their own abilities, you know, blah 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 about that stuff. I'm wondering how the performance is gonna be because once you throw enough shit onto the screen, like, you throw a whole bunch of dinosaurs on the screen, does the performance just tank? I want to know how much this game can take before the performance absolutely just plummets. Because, my god, look at how much shit you have to fight here. That's all dinosaurs. That's all enemies right there. I really want to know just how overclocked my PC is gonna be when I play this game. Good lord, I am wondering about that. But yeah, only way to truly know is when it comes out. And apparently there's gonna be a closed beta. And hey, I might try it out. Well, I'm back to allergies, huh? Oh well. I'm almost done with the stream anyway. I'm just gonna basically, like, top this off with saying that other than those showcases and all that, like, honestly, I can't even tell, I can't even tell you what we were actually learning in class, other than more general thing is that just troubleshooting, like, a certain piece of machinery. And here's the thing, I can't really say, like, what machinery that is because, you know, government facility and all that stuff, I can't really say anything. So, this is why I'm mostly focusing on, like, everything that happens outside of class. And the only thing left that happened outside of class was stuff like, hey, there was, like, Gura's 4 million sub celebration, that was fantastic. All the HoloLive streams I watched, those were all a blast. As for any major events in, like, the HoloLive or, like, Niji-Sanji or VTuber sphere, not really, aside from those. Aside from, like, maybe Gura's 4 million, Salome's, like, reaching, like, 1 million subscribers. Other than that, yeah. The second weekend was just me and a bunch of dudes from my class. We were all having, like, Mexican food just out in, like, the small town. It was really good. Very expensive, though, because, you know, inflation. Don't you just freaking love it? Don't you just freaking love it, inflation? But yeah. Yeah, just to really speed things up here. After like, eating, like, the Mexican food, which, mind you, that place was packed as hell. Like, we were so cramped in there because there was just so many people in there. Someone was having a birthday. They sung happy birthday. They sung another person happy birthday. I had, like, grilled fajitas. Grilled fajita. Is it called fajitas? Yes, I had like a skillet of fajitas. It was great. I think I paid like $16 for that. God damn it, it was worth it. And then afterward, we walked throughout the small town, and it was just really surreal, just walking through a town with literally nobody there. There were, like, some people hanging out in the stores and stuff like that, but nobody was there. Like, just, the town felt dead. And that is scary to just think about. I mean, in the middle of the day, you don't really think about, like, how scary, like, that just, like... You don't really think about how scary that, that looks, but you see, like, out-of-business storefronts, no cars coming up and down the road. There's, like, a train that goes through town, yeah. But other than that, everybody travels outside of the town to go places rather than in the town itself. So everything in the town is basically, like, abandoned in terms of, like, the main, like, business street and everything. It's really unfortunate just how small towns like this have been just basically suffering. And is it going to, like, you know, change? I don't know. I really don't know. I really can't say. it's a nice small town, but I really don't know what it's gonna take for it to get revived and stuff like that. Because the last time I was in the town, which was years ago, they actually did have like an event, like a festival there with like, you know, a Ferris wheel and stuff like that and everything. But then, you know, looking through it now, just nothing. Maybe the occasional like homeless person that's just walking up and down the street, one lying like against a building, just like looking at the sky and stuff like that. Yeah. It's just so surreal that you really can't describe it. You just have to experience it. And it's just a really like, it's, cause I didn't really think about how like surreal it felt because I was with people. But thinking about it now, when you're shooting the shit with people, walking up and down the street of like a nearly like abandoned like small town, that's just eerie, you know? In my opinion, that is super eerie. And you know what? I might want to do it again now that I'm aware, and just like really take it all in. Maybe I'll do it next time. Maybe I'll do it the next time I'm there. Maybe. But following from that was the last week of like, say, the week of the 13th, which is this week still. Honestly, it was a really like bland week. Really, the only things that were really interesting that were happening this week is the fact that there were so many like adolescent cheer squad competitions happening at the hotel we were staying at, along with meetups for like things such as like a hairstylist meetup, because the hotel we were at had like a small convention center inside of it, and they rented out a lot during the summer. But I don't know, we're just like me and my fellow people that were there, I don't know, it was just like it basically felt like we were getting like pushed out by like all these like youngins that were just hogging like all the tables and stuff like that, and like all these like older people that were there for like the stylist meeting, or like, you know, there for like a conference and stuff like that. There were like so many people there, and then we got pushed out to like the side tables and like the main dining hall and stuff like that. And here's the thing, the company that I worked for, we're the main people that are usually there. And then it feels like absolute crap when you're just like, all right, you know, yeah, we got to accommodate for these people who are having this event here. We got to accommodate for them. So yeah, you guys will have your lunch at a different time. These guys will have their lunch early. Yeah, I don't know. Sometimes it doesn't feel right to me. I managed though. The food was fine. The food was actually like more okay than I thought it would be. Because for the longest time, what they did because of the COVID restrictions was that they gave you a little bit of a takeout box every time that it was time for like lunch, breakfast, or like dinner, and then you had to go downstairs, line up, grab it, and go. Yeah, and apparently the food was awful. I didn't get to experience that because everything started to open back up again, and yeah, no, the food was just like how I remembered it, like back then, like years ago. It was actually not bad. I think I mentioned this on my Twitter before. I stuffed up on fries, tenders, rings, or onion rings, sandwiches, burgers. Their main special, if it did not have to do with like meat, because it was all dry, if it was the main special of the day for like lunch or dinner. I skipped breakfast a lot because breakfast was literally the same every day. So I don't want to eat bland bacon like 5 days a week in the morning. Nope, don't want to do that. But yeah, food was fine. But honestly, the main things that I did that, like, outside of, like, the training that I felt like were, you know, what's the word for it? What is the word for it? Because I'm thinking of the word progressive, and I'm like, no, that's not the word for it. Damn, I don't know. The only really notable things that I did was just everything that I watched and, like, learned of was in my room, like, watching YouTube. That's it. That's literally it. That's the... This is why I hate vacation... No, well, they're not vacations. Because this is why I hate trips like this. Like, I have... Wow, forgetting words and phrases, I can't believe it. I know, right? Like, simple words that I've used for so long, and then I just forget it mid-sentence because I'm focusing on the fact that, like, my nose is just leaking down my face right now. This is partially the reason why I'm trying to speed this up, you know? But yeah. Oh god. You know, I was just gonna get a tissue. Give me a second. Oh god. Ow. Oh my god. Ah. Christ almighty. Oh god. Wow. God. Yep. My allergies have officially started acting up again. It's literally the West Coast. I did not have this problem over in the Midwest. What is going on? Anyway, my final week, I passed the class with flying colors. Apparently, according to the instructor, I was one of the... I was only one of few people that got like 95% or higher, like in the course ever since opening back up the facility. So, little bit of pride in me for that. Good. But at the end of the day, all I just needed was 70% to pass, and I basically steamrolled that early on. So, hey, good on me. Poch. Yes, I'm saying poch. Shut up. Clap. Good job, me. And then, you know what? Hey, I flew back here, and I took this great picture from, like, the plane. I know, very basic, but just being between, like, the clouds just makes you feel something, you know? It makes you feel something. It makes you feel like how small you actually are in the grand scheme of things. And you know what? It's kind of comforting, you know? Like, being really high up in the air. And this is hilarious coming from me because I have a fear of heights. But once I get to this point, I'm like, yeah, I'm okay with this. So, yeah, like, once you're this high up in the air, it's like, you feel very tiny, but you feel very far away from just all the stresses that are just down here underneath the clouds. Yeah. Honestly, it's just a very peaceful, like, thing. Especially if you're just gliding here, which, mind you, the plane doesn't glide at this altitude. The plane glides way above, like, this layer of clouds right here. Like, man. When you're flying planes, I never realized just how far up, like, planes actually, like, fly. They fly really high. Like, in the sky. Yeah, this was when the plane was descending to, like, land at, like, the airport just, like, a couple, like, miles away from here. But yeah, I think this is one of my favorite pictures that I've taken. Just makes you think. Well, it makes me think. Really makes me think. Oh yeah, this was the site, like, literally, like, on the weekend. I wanted to go to Dallas-Fort Worth. I was like, yep, nope. Can't do it. Things are about to barrel down, and boy, the hell did they barrel down. And by the way, this right here was my weekend, my 2 weekends worth of food. Just nothing but noodles. And that was great. Also, I got like I also ended up with an addiction to like unsweetened tea while over there. So now next time I go grocery shopping, I'm just gonna go grab like a carton of like this same like unsweet tea. And you know what? It's better than like it's better than exaggerating, extrapolating. Oh my god, my words are being forgotten already. Accentuating, I guess that's the best word I can come up for it. Accentuating my lactose intolerance with milk. Instead of doing that, I'll just drink tea. I like that. I like that. It also cleans the bowels pretty well, right? Is that what tea does? That's what I feel like tea does. But yeah. Oh shoot, I just realized we passed 15 followers. I'm now at 17 followers. Well, you know what? Thank you. Well, here's one of the weird things. I gained followers while I was gone. And now I'm wondering how. How did I gain followers when I was gone? I'm so confused about that, but I'm really grateful. I'm thinking hopefully by the end of the year, I'll have like, what? Ideally close to 50. But that's like a long shot for me. I'm happy with like 25 by the end of the year. You may call that a low ball, but hey, I'd be happy with that. But yeah, I'm grateful to get to get these new followers. If any one of them have just have dropped by the stream, thank you for dropping by and having a listen. I'm basically gonna be like ending the stream right now. Then I basically covered just the more general things about this trip that I wanted to cover. Now, as for anything more specific, that'll probably be in like subsequent streams, because hey, I can't just blow my load all in one stream, right? Lamau. I gotta save a couple of things for like the other streams coming up, right? Yeah. So expect me talking about stuff like Monster Hunter related when I'm playing Monster Hunter. And, you know, that's going to be the next stream. The next stream is going to be Monster Hunter Rise Sunbreak Demo / gear farming in Monster Hunter Rise Normal. Monster Hunter Rise proper. Expect that's what the next stream is going to be. The next stream is going to be taking place Monday or Tuesday, the 20th or the 21st. It depends on plans that are happening that day. Well, between those 2 days, because I might be like having time out with the family on one of those days. It all depends. It really all depends. So I'll update you guys when that happens. Imagine gear farming and knockoff Warframe. Excuse me, Frex, what are you trying to say right there? Anyway, like I said, next streams are probably going to be on the 20th or the 21st, and the stream following up from that might be Frontier. We'll see. But for now, I'm pretty much done. I really don't have like much pictures to really like. Well, here's the thing. If anybody was wondering why I didn't like show many pictures from the actual like area, that's simply because I'm not allowed to take pictures of the facility itself. Because, you know, government facility and everything. I believe that rule applies to this, like, trading facility as well. So, that's why I don't have pictures. It's unfortunate, but it makes sense according to, like, the law. So, yeah, that's just how it is. So, if you were expecting there to be a lot of pictures from what I was talking about this trip and the training course specifically, and even just me talking about what I was training for, I really can't say. And you know what? That's just how it is. I didn't expect this stream to like go too long because the omittance of like certain things because of just the way things are. I didn't expect it to be long. So yeah, 2 hours and like 20 minutes. And with 2 hours and 20 minutes like down, I will be ending the stream. Thank you for coming by. I will be trying to get this allergies thing like situated again. And I will see you next stream when we're playing Monster Hunter Rise Sunbreak and gear farming. So until then, have a good night. Make sure you take good care of yourself, and I need to make sure I take good care of myself. Wait, I guess sneeze. Just fuck my life. Good night.